This episode is brought to you by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. The Grateful Dead and Dogfish Head have gotten the band back together with the release of Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale, a light-bodied pale ale brewed with sustainable Kernza grains, granola, and heaps of good karma for a refreshing brew that's music to your taste buds. Available nationwide. Visit dogfish.com to find Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale in your neck of the woods. Dogfish Head Craft Brewery is located in Milton, Delaware. Please drink responsibly.
Culture evolves at the speed of light, just like your financial needs. When it comes to your money, Credit Karma keeps you in the know and ahead of the game. You can count on Credit Karma to keep up with your financial needs as they evolve. We'll help you monitor your progress and give personalized recommendations so you can make strides towards your goals and find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today.
Hey there, travelers. Kaylee Cuoco here. Sorry to interrupt your music, great artist BT Dubs, but wouldn't you rather be there to hear it live? With Priceline, you can get out of your dreams and into your dream concert. They've got millions of travel deals to get you to that festival, gig, rave, sound bath, or sonic experience you've been dreaming of. Download the Priceline app today, and you can save up to 60% off hotels and up to 50% off flights. So don't just dream about that trip. Book it with Priceline.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
I'm 32, juggling family, working full-time, and earning a bachelor's degree. At University of Phoenix, I earn career-relevant skills with every 5-week course. Skills I can use now, not just after graduation.
Earn skills in weeks, not years. Visit phoenix.edu.
Going on vacation? We're here for it. With kids who turn a backseat into a courtroom drama over whose tablet is louder, whose charger is faster, and why watching the same cartoon for the 100th time is a human right? Yep. We totally have vehicles to handle that. Because whether it's a road trip or a business trip, where your flight's delayed, your phone's at 2%, and your dinner, whatever's open, yeah, here for that too. Enterprise, we're here for it.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Rated T for teen.
Each year, thousands of adults lose their shred. It's an epidemic simply known as shred loss. But it doesn't have to be this way. Because rekindling your shred is as easy as playing the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. With new parks, cross-platform multiplayer, and sick new game modes, we can put an end to shred loss everywhere. Get the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 and show the world that the shred's not dead. Pre-order Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 and play the Foundry demo.
Losing top talent. How organizations can alienate their most valuable employees. Abstract. Retaining top talent is crucial for organizational success, but many firms unknowingly drive away their best employees. This article examines the major reasons outstanding performers seek opportunities elsewhere when their needs are overlooked. Through a review of relevant literature and analyses of industry examples, key factors are identified that alienate top contributors, such as focusing solely on tasks while neglecting human well-being, lacking career growth pathways, not acknowledging great work, and poor communication practices. Practical strategies are then presented for cultivating an environment where top performers want to stay long-term, such as building relationships, balancing work and life, providing learning opportunities, regularly expressing appreciation, fostering transparency, and empowering skilled individuals. The consulting industry example highlights retention challenges overcome by firms attending to human needs, like mentorship and flexibility. Overall, leadership must recognize talent retention as dependent on fulfilling innate human needs within the workplace. As a management consultant and researcher focused on workplace excellence, one of my biggest pet peeves is seeing organizations lose their top performers due to preventable mistakes. While it's inevitable that some employees will leave for new opportunities or life changes, the best companies work hard to retain their talent. Unfortunately, many leaders unknowingly engage in behaviors that drive away their most valued people. Today, we will explore the major reasons organizations alienate standout employees, along with practical solutions to create an environment where top talent wants to stay. Forgetting people matter most. A significant body of research demonstrates that employees care deeply about feeling valued as human beings, not just as cogs in the corporate machine. Branham, 2005, McKee et al., 2008, however, some managers overlook this human element in favor of a detached, transactional approach. They fail to connect with direct reports on a personal level, showing little interest in employees as whole people rather than just workers. Agars, 2004, Leder and Masloch, 2004. When top performers notice they are treated as replaceable resources rather than individuals, they begin seeking employers who appreciate them.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at polestar.com.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Leaders must recognize that relationship building and employee well-being are just as important as task completion and profit margins. Masloch and Leder, 1997. Sachs, 2006. Regular checking in should go beyond work topics to demonstrate care about employees' lives outside the job. Surveys also indicate that flexibility supportive of work-life balance greatly reduces burnout and boosts retention. Allen, 2001, Bro and O'Driscoll, 2010. Simply acknowledging employees as human beings with needs beyond their work duties is a major factor in retaining top performers. Lack of growth opportunities. Another reason prized employees leave is lack of pathways for professional growth. Jayaratne and Chess, 1984, Weng et al., 2010. All workers want to feel they are continually developing and advancing in their careers. When managers fail to provide meaningful learning, training, or promotions, top talent will seek companies committed to their long-term career progress. Ambrose et al., 2008. Organizations lose strong performers by not investing in their futures. Juddy et al., 2013. Wilson and Ellman, 1990. Regular skill building helps fight against boredom and plateaus that make even the best employees disengaged and open to new roles. Furthermore, managers must recognize outstanding work through promotions and increased responsibility that challenge top performers. Harder et al., 2002. Companies fostering ongoing growth keep their stars engaged and loyal in the long run. Lack of recognition and appreciation. Another driving force behind talent exodus is lack of appreciation from leadership. Recognition of effort and achievement is profoundly motivating and retains valuable employees. Brief and Motowilo, 1986, Sun et al. 2007. Praise, rewards, and expressions of gratitude fulfill innate human needs for significance and mattering that result in stronger performance, commitment, and longevity at an employer. Pratt and Ashforth, 2003, Shaw et al. 2013. However, some managers assume top performers will inherently feel appreciated without overt communication. Not taking time to explicitly recognize and celebrate wins demotivates even all-star employees in the long run. A simple thank you for your hard work goes a long way. In fact, a meta-analysis found that recognition was the single strongest predictor of employee engagement and retention across industries. Sees Rio and Chamble, 2017. Companies serious about keeping top talent must regularly acknowledge outstanding contributors through words and actions of appreciation. Poor communication practices. Transparent, open communication establishes trust vital for talent retention. However, some leaders rely on ineffective styles that exacerbate problems. For example, unclear expectations lead to errors, frustration, and disengagement over time. Spector and Jex, 1998, Ibele and O'Connor. 2000. Micromanagement also infringes on autonomy and signals a lack of faith in employee skills. Diminishing motivation. Transparency builds loyalty in stars used to making independent decisions crucial to their success. Likewise, honest feedback fosters accountability and improvement. London and Smither, 2002. Pulikos and O'Leary, 2011. But vague or non-existent feedback leaves top performers confused about standing and progress. It also fails to remedy weaknesses through guided development. The surest way for leaders to lose outstanding employees is through poor listening and one-way directives versus two-way discussions. Allen and Mueller, 2013. Sumch and Drax-Zahavi, 2013. Top performers want clarity, as well as a voice, and will depart any workplace marred by weak communication practices over time. Strong communicators attract and retain talent through psychological safety and mutually understanding. In today's competitive talent landscape, organizations cannot afford to squander amazing employees through preventable mistakes. Leaders must recognize the human factors like validation, growth, and relationship building that inspire top performers to stay loyal. Appreciation, transparency, empowerment, and support fulfill innate needs that boost retention of stars. While some turnover is inevitable, proactive companies understand their responsibility to nourish an environment where talent wants to grow their careers long-term. With attentiveness to the factors addressed here, managers can ensure their most valuable employees don't feel compelled to seek opportunities elsewhere. Industry example: consulting firm retention challenges. As a management consultant myself, the consulting industry provides a salient example of retention struggles when human factors are overlooked. Consultants are high-achieving professionals constantly developing new skills. However, many firms treat them as interchangeable cogs with 80-hour workweeks and little work-life balance. Consultants rapidly burn out without validation or opportunity for more meaningful work. Kuber, 2002. Firms lose top performers to competitors offering partnership tracks, lifestyle-supported careers, or in-house consulting roles with sustained projects. Gardner, 2012. The constant revolving door is costly and strains client relationships. However, consultancies attentive to human needs see less attrition. For instance, large global firms implementing flex time, mentorship, appreciation programs, and customized career paths report higher retention of top-tier consultants. Higashi, 2019. By prioritizing human well-being, they keep talented professionals engaged for the long haul. Closing thoughts. Retaining stellar employees requires recognizing them as whole human beings rather than resources. Focusing solely on tasks and metrics overlooks innate needs for relationships, growth, and validation. However, leaders who cultivate an atmosphere of support, transparency, and fulfillment through the strategies discussed here will find top performers actively choosing to build lifelong careers at their organizations. A company's most valuable commodity walks out the door when talented individuals feel undervalued and stagnant. With attentiveness to human factors, even high-performing professionals will be inspired to stay.